Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel Code Fusion Hub. Continuing our series on advanced Angular topics, we are moving on to our lecture string functions. Okay, so in case if you have missed the lecture 1 and 2 on array functions, be sure to catch up to ensure you're following along smoothly. As always, if you are new to Angular or need a refresher on the basics, check out my Angular playlist for beginners, which I'll provide the link in the description box. It's packed up with tutorials and projects to help you grasp the foundational concepts. Stay tuned for the video and remember there will be quizzes at the end of each topic to test your understanding. Don't forget to drop your answers in the comment section below. Alright, let's dive into the lecture that is string functions. So let's have a look at the topics that we are going to cover in this lecture. It is all about manipulating functions. So what are manipulating functions? It is nothing but manipulating or transforming our string values into multiple ways. That is by replacing some parts of the strings, by converting strings into different cases, or extracting substrings, etc. So let's dive into the video and let's start with the first topic, that is split string. So this split string function over here, okay, it transforms the original strings into an array of substrings, but based on a specified operator, that is comma. Then each substring is stored as an element in the resulting array. Okay, so let's have a look like how does it works actually. First of all, let's take a string over here and let's first of all define it. It is having the data type string and I am providing it the initial value as hello world. It would be same for all the methods over here and we'll just perform multiple operations over it accordingly to check the results of each of the method over here. Now I want to transform this original string into this split string. Okay, so what would be the output over here? This string, split string, would divide this string into two parts over here by specified comma operator. Okay, so first of all, let's take a variable over here. Let's name it as substrings. Okay, and then we are assigning a data type over here and we are just assigning this dot original string. As we have defined the original string globally, we need to use this operator to access that. Okay, we are splitting this using comma. Okay, so I want this string to be splitted into two parts by a specified operator, that is comma. Okay, now if I log the value of the substring, so let me just write the value over here and we'll just print this variable which is storing the value of my splitted data. Okay, now I'll call this method in my HTML. Okay, I'm not initiating this method in my constructor or somewhere. I'll be going over here and I'll be taking a row because I'll be having multiple buttons over here and suppose this is split string, right? So I'm giving the button name as split string and on clicking of this button I'm giving a method over here that is split string. So whenever I'll click this button, this method will get initiated over here. So now you can see no result has been there. Once I click on this method, I'll see this. Okay, so it has been divided into two parts, that is hello and world over here. Okay, by a specified comma operator. Okay, so I have splitted this string into two parts by a separator, that is this. So this was about split string. Okay, so now let's have a quiz on this. So what does split string return if provided string is empty? Now this is a nice question. Pause the video and try to answer this. So the correct answer is empty array. If you don't provide anything, it will return an empty array over here. Okay, so our next topic over here is the replace string. So what does this replace string do over here? It replaces the first occurrence of whatever substring that we are providing here in the original string and then returns us with the modified string over here. If suppose I want to change a word or I want to replace it with another word over here, then I can use by using this replacing method over here. So what does this do is, suppose let's take a variable over here. Let's name it as new string and let's give it a data type as string. Okay, in this I would be transforming my original string. Okay, I want the original string word, okay, to be replaced. Suppose I am taking the word as world. Okay, I want to replace this word world with the universe. Okay, so I'll be replacing it with universe over here. Okay, so we'll just have a look at the output that we are getting. We'll just log the replace string over here and we'll just print this new string. Okay, and same we'll do for this also. Okay, and we'll just change this by replace over here and change the method as replace string, and we'll just have a look. Okay, below this we'll put an hr tag. Hr tag gives a horizontal line over here, a line break to differentiate between two items over here. So when I click on replace string, I get hello universe. Okay, so the world word is been replaced by the word universe. Okay, if I would have written over here as hello, okay, so the hello world would have been replaced instead of the world. Okay, so universe and world. So the word that you want to replace from your string, you have to give over here, and the word that you want to be replaced instead of the older one, you have to give over here. So this was about split string and replace string. Now we'll move to our next concept, that is repeat string. Okay. So now this repeat string repeats the string multiple times or the times you want to specify about. Okay. Suppose I want this string to be repeated thrice. So I don't want to write it again and again. So instead what I'll do is use this repeat string to repeat it multiple times over here. Okay, so let's just take a variable over here and let's name it as let's repeated string. Give it a data type as string, and I am storing this original string and then I'm just repeating it using this repeat. Okay, now you can give the number of times you want to repeat. Suppose I want to give it as 3. Okay, I want to repeat the original string that is present 3 times without writing it multiple times over here. Okay, and we'll just print the value of this over here. Now same we'll go and change it over here also. We'll just type it as repeat string and we'll just change the method that we are calling over here. So here we are getting another method, that is repeat string, and it will repeat it thrice. Okay, so first time, second time, and the third time. So I did not need to write it again and again. It just got repeated thrice using this repeat string function over here, making it more easier and making the code more readable over here. So our next method is this trim string. Okay, so this trim string removes any leading and trailing white space characters from the original string and returns us with the trim string. Okay, it removes the white spaces from both the ends of a string. Okay, suppose let's say we are taking a variable over here and trim string. Okay, and we are assigning the data type as string. Okay, in this we'll just have this original string and we'll just trim it, and we'll just trim it. Okay, and log the value of this trim string. So in case if you have any extra white spaces, so it will just remove all of these using this. Okay, let's just print and let's add a button over here. Let's add a button over here which says about trim string, and the method that we are calling is this. Okay, so let's have a look when we click it. Okay, here we are not having any white spaces or anything, but if you have such, then you can have this method to make it more readable. Okay, so now let's have some quiz question over on this. Which data type does the trim string expect as input? Comment the answer below by pausing the video. So the correct answer is string. The trim string expects the input as always string. Next, moving on to our further topic, that is uppercase. Okay, so it converts all the characters in the original string to the uppercase letters and returns us with the modified string. Same you can do it for lowercase. Okay, you can use lowercase for lowering the case, and if you are using this uppercase, it will turn all the letters, all the characters that are present in the string into uppercase. Okay, so let's take this and let's take a variable named as this, and here we are just taking the original string, and what we'll do is turn it to uppercase. Okay, you can same do it for lowercase also. It will return you the value in the lowercase. Okay, you can try that on your own. Make sure you practice this on your own without looking into the video also, so it will give you a better understanding, and hands-on practice would be much better than just viewing the video accordingly. Okay, and this is to uppercase. Okay, so I have this original string as hello world, in which some things are uppercase, some are lower, but I want to be transformed. I want the data to be transformed as totally uppercase. So when I click on this, I'll get as uppercase. Similarly, you can do for lowercase too. Okay, you can try it on yourself to do this. Now let's have a quiz question on this too. Which of the following is the correct usage of uppercase? So give the answer below in the comment section by pausing the video. So the correct usage is the first option. So whatever string you are providing, you need to just add two uppercase to operate it efficiently. Okay. So moving on to our next method, that is get substring. Okay. Now what does this method do is extracts a substring from the original string, which is starting at particular index that you are giving is starting and the ending as well. And it returns the extracted substring over here. Okay, so if we look at this, so the syntax goes over here as you have this substring method over here, and in this you have to pass, suppose you are passing it as 7 and 12 over here. So this is the beginning index where it will start extracting from, and this would be inclusive. The seventh element would be counted, and the ending, that is 12. Okay, this would be exclusive. Okay, so this is the end element, that is 12. It will stop the extraction at 11th element itself. Okay, because it is exclusive, only the starting index would be inclusive over here. So let's take a variable, that is let's say substring over here, which is having this string, and here I am transforming the original string over here to substring. Okay, so when I write this substring, I have to give the starting index, the ending index, from where to start my extraction, and at where should I stop extracting the string. Okay, so we'll just print this, and we'll also write a button over here. You have to shift alt and down the arrow button to use this shortcut. If you want to duplicate these items, some particularly selected items over here. Okay, so we'll just have a look at this. Okay, so it is giving me the extracted word as world. Okay, so counting from here, if we see, we are having this as a starting index and this is a ending index. Okay, so it will start from the index 7 and end up till 12. Okay, so it ended up at here, and this is the output that we got over here using the substring. Next, moving at our next topic, that is get char at. Okay, now why do we use this get char at? It retrieves the character at particular index from the original string and returns it to us. Like if you want to find a specified index in a particular list in a particular string. Okay, suppose you have this string and I want to find the index of particular word, particular character over here. Then I can use using this. So we'll just suppose let's take a variable that says char, into which we'll pass our original string, and I want its seventh index letter over here. Okay, so I'm passing this index over here, and I want the word that is present at that index, that the character that is present at that particular index. So I if I want to extract uh, a particular character from the help of the index, then I can use the get char at. Okay, so we'll just log the value over here as char, and we'll just have a look. We'll just add a button 2 over here which says get char at. Okay, so we'll just print the value and it is giving us this letter over here, the character over here, that is W. Okay, so we specified the index, that on specific index I want you to return me a character which is present at that specific index. So we can get using this. Okay, so this was all about string functions. This was all about just manipulating functions which are considered in string functions. There is another part of string functions that I'll be covering in the next video. So make sure you have subscribed to my channel, and if you like the video, then hit the like button, share it with all your friends and colleagues. If you have any doubts, suggestions, you can give it in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next lecture. Till then, take care. Bye bye.